Hi, and welcome to week 9. Can you believe we're here already? So, this week it's scary books, as Count Floyd would say. So, and of course, we're talking about scary books. There is one of the reading books, Cemetery Boys, does have like a supernatural element and some ghosts, and well, they're cemetery boys, so it's right there in the title. Um, but there are also issues of gender identity and family expectations. So there's some other stuff going on. Now, the other ones that we have, A Heart in the Body and the World, Grown, Interment, and Punching the Air, all fantastic. I'm thrilled to hear that a lot of you are listening to books. I think familiarity with audiobooks is really important for us. I listened to Cemetery Boys and Punching the Air, which were both terrific on audio. So for your book club book, you're going to read that, you're going to respond to it. The responses so far are really good. If you did anything other than an essay, hopefully you'll have your feedback by tomorrow because I'm working on that tonight. And then if you're doing an essay, if you did an essay for week 7, and a lot of you did, it's going to be a little while before you get your feedback, but I'm going to do the audio feedback. So everybody's going to get audio feedback on their essay week, and then we'll see how it goes with the rest of it. Um, all right, so all of the content is, of course, in the content page. I would urge you to read it. I did not manage to get the Betsy Tacy books by Monhart Lovelace mentioned in this section. I don't know how that happened, but I am currently in Mankato, which is the town that they're set in, and I went to Betsy's house a half an hour ago and visited it, so I'm still mentioning it. All right, back to the scary. Our subtopic, which is actually more our main topic this week, is the idea of bibliotherapy, the idea of kids reading books that have scary but real life scary situations, and how we can help with that. Social emotional learning is a huge thing, particularly post COVID. We were looking at it at my school before COVID, but now it is just anxiety is epidemic. Depression. So many of our kids, even the littles, are dealing with these. So, first off, we've got Johnny Bodart. We've got the introduction to They Suck. I think it's They Suck, They Bite, They Eat, They Kill. The psychological meaning of supernatural monsters in young adult fiction, and I believe that is an introduction from the book, but it might be a chapter from another book. It'll all be clear when you click on the link. Then Anita Salucci, who was once a she was in this program. She was one of my students, and she wrote How My School Embraces Social Emotional Learning for School Library Journal. We've also got a link to her Facebook group, The Empathetic Librarian, which has some good SEL information and strategies in there. Then bibliotherapy and characters with cognitive disabilities. We don't look much at kids who are developmentally delayed in this class. However, we shouldn't rule them out. There are students too. Then Ellen Hopkins, she writes books in poetry form that deal with some dark stuff. So her Uncomfortable Truth from Voya, and then Jamie Jones, How to Provide Critical Skills Young People Need to Overcome Adversity. It's an oldie but a goodie. And then Not Okay, That's Okay from School Library Journal, as well as Happily Horrified, Why Tweens Crave Horror in Scary Times. Those are both kind of middle grade focused articles, and they're both post-COVID, and so they do talk about sort of the impact that has had. So any of those that interest you, please talk about them in a discussion. Make sure to break up your discussion posts so that they're easily conversational, so that you don't have somebody posted a post that was amazing. It had 3 great different chunks of stuff about 3 different articles, and I was like, no, split them up, people, this will start discussion. But I think when there's more than one topic or more than one article mentioned, I think that other people in the class are like less likely to respond to it. All right. So I mentioned that I talk a little bit about conventionally scary books and the deal with that. I never read it myself, except Stephen King's The Stand, which I reread every year. Except I didn't read it in 2020. I wonder why a book about a plague that wipes out humanity wasn't my cup of tea that year. Anyway, and then a lot about bibliotherapy and just sort of that whole, what is that called? That feeling of catharsis when you read something that just makes you sob like a crazy person, and then you feel better about your own things. All right. So I talk a little bit about what the different articles are. I've already done that. And so that's it. What you need to remember is the book discussion, the book group discussion. That's 6 points. So make sure that's at least two stellar posts, two 3 point posts, or three 2 point posts. This is not a math class. You can figure this out. Six 1 point posts. Six. Great job. All right. And then the general discussion is at least two. No matter how you slice it, it's at least two posts. Ideally, I'd like you to be visiting the discussion board twice, maybe 3 times a week. However, it's summer and, people's schedules are different, so you do you. Let's see. Um, what else? The blogs are looking good. They're again, three books, little mini annotation. And then I feel like I'm asking you to do so. Oh, yes, the response piece, the big boy. Oh, they're so much fun. I just love reading them. I printed them out because I'm 1,000 years old. So those are the essays. I'll get to them eventually. But I've been seen some great visual stuff. I've seen some great book talk videos. And there's already some collaboration going on, so I'm really pleased at how that's going. If you have any questions, you can put them in the help discussion or you can email me, but I think you guys know what you're doing. It's looking pretty good out there. All right, that's it for me, and I hope that you have a great week, and I'll see you next week, and I'll see you on the discussion boards. Bye.